Hello everybody, welcome to this instruction video. This video I'll be showing you part 16 of Around the Bases. It's the last part of this project designed by ChiChi Allen, and I'll be taking you step by step through these last two parts that make up the border. Again, two teams, so make sure that you're on the correct team and doing the correct stitch way that's applicable to you. I'm still using the same yarn for this that I've been using this entire project. That is Scheepjes Linen Soft yarn, and I'm using a 3.5mm crochet hook. So I'll be taking you step by step through this last part of our blanket, and when you've done, it's really a beautiful project that you've made. Thank you for watching, and I hope it's a useful video for you. Round 67 for team A. This is if you have an odd number of V stitches along your edge. You have an odd number of V stitches. You're going to start in the corner with a standing half double crochet. There we go. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and a second half double crochet in that same corner space. And there we go. Now you're going to make a V stitch again in each and every V of the previous round. So exactly the way basically we've done at the end for part 15. So in the next chain 1 space, I'm going to work a half double crochet, chain 1, and a half double crochet in the same space. Onto the next V stitch. So again, in the chain 1 space of the V itself, work a half double crochet, chain 1, half double crochet. And you're going to continue like this, working V stitches in each and every V until you get basically to your corner, where you're going to be making a V stitch also, because this is also a half double, chain 3, half double. The only difference is of course that the V on your corner you'll have 3 chain stitches and not 1. So continue like this, go all the way around, work a V on every stitch, and when you get to the corner you work a half double, chain 3, half double. And in your V's you work half double, chain 1, half double. Round 67 for team B. This is if you have an even number of V stitches along your edge here. So just quickly count your V's and make sure that you have an even number of V stitches. Going to start in the corner, your chain 2 corner space. I'm going to start with a half double crochet, so I'm going to make a standing half double for the first stitch, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then again a half double in that same corner space. And that is your first corner stitch made. Now we're going to be working V stitches, but we're going to be working them in between the V's from the previous round. So in between, so it literally means this space here, you're going to work your V stitches. So that's yarn over, so skipping the chain 1, but actually going to this, there's not really a stitch here, but just this space between the V's, this space here. I'm going to work a half double crochet in there, chain 1, half double crochet in between those 2 stitches. Go on to the next space, well not space, but between the next 2 V's, and again work a V in there again. So it's a half double crochet, chain 1, and again a half double between those 2. Go on to the next one. So between the V stitches you're working a V. can see this. Let me just bring it in front of the camera. Sorry. You can see how you're working your V-stitches between from the previous round. So you're going to continue like this. You work a V-stitch between each and every V from the previous round. So the next one is going to be over here and then over here. Go all the way around. When you get to a corner, you work a half double, chain 3, half double. So this is also a V-stitch, but just slightly bigger, because of course you need the corner spaces there too. So go all the way around, work your V's between the V's from the previous round. In the corner you work a half double, chain 3, half double. Row 68 for team A. So this is if you had originally an odd number of V stitches along the edge. I'm going to start with the same color yarn, so I'm going to start by going to the corner space with a slip stitch. So I'm using the same color yarn as the previous round. And now we're making 6 double crochets in this corner space. Now my first double crochet, I'm going to do a standing one, so I'm just going to open up and do a standing double crochet here. You can also do a chain 3 if you prefer. So that's 1 double crochet, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 double crochets in the corner space. Now we're moving on to the V's that we've made. What we're going to be doing is we're going to make 7 double crochets in the V space, so in this space here. In this space make 7 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochets in that first V space, followed by a single crochet in the next V. So that's going to be this chain 1 space here. Like so. You can see how you're now basically bringing your fan, these 7 double crochets, you're bringing them down here. Then onto the next chain 1 space, we're again making 7 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 double crochets. And again in the next chain 1 space at this next V, again make a single crochet. You can see how you have this pedal here that you've connected on both sides with a single crochet, and you're going to continue doing this repeat. So the repeat is these 7 double crochets and the single crochet. This is your repeat unit here. Actually, officially it's the first a single crochet and then the pedal. So another repeat is the single crochet and then 7 double crochets again in the next chain 1 space. So you're only working in the chain 1 space inside your V stitch. So you're making 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 double crochets. See, that's another repeat unit there, and then start a new one with a single crochet. You're going to repeat this, so the 7 in your next V-stitch over here, you're again going to make 7 double crochets, and then in the V-stitch after that again a single crochet. You're going to continue doing this until you get to the other side. So just to show you the last bit before the corner, I'm going to have to do the repeat one more time. I'm going to make 7 double crochets, that one went wrong, 2, so this is number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then again a single crochet in the next space, next chain 1 space. Now you have 1 V left, and in here you're again going to make 7 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And now you're into your corner again, where you're going to make the double crochets, either the 6 or 9 depending on whether you're team A or team B, and then again 7 double crochets on the next stitch and a single crochet, and 7 double and a single. And this way you're going to go all the way around. You can see these lovely shells that you're making. So go all the way around and then close with a slip stitch on your first double crochet. Row 68 for team B. So this is if you've originally had an even number of V stitches at the end of part 15. I'm going to use the same color yarn. So I'm going to start by going with a slip stitch to the corner space, like so. I'm going to start with a standing double crochet because we're going to be making 9 double crochets in this corner here. I'm just going to open up my loop and make a standing double crochet. If you prefer, you can also do a chain 3 here. So this was the first of 9 double crochets. That's 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might have to move them a little bit. That's 7 and 8 and 9. There we go. 9 double crochets in the corner space. Make sure to really get them all in there. Now we're going to go to our edge, and in the first V, we're only going to be working in the chain 1 spaces inside the V. So in that first space, this one here, I'm going to make 7 double crochets. So in that space, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6 and 7 double crochets. Also those you might really have to do a little effort to get them all in there. So 7 double crochets. Now we're going to start the repeat unit. In the next chain 1 space, make a single crochet. And in the following space, again 7 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. This is your repeat. I'm going to do this basically until you get to the other side. To make a single crochet again, and then again work 7 double crochets in the next V space, chain 1 space. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gonna make a little room here, 6, and then 7. There we go, 7. And work a single crochet on the next stitch, which is again the start of your next repeat unit. You can see how you've now made this corner here with the 9 double crochets and then those 7 on the next V stitch, then a single crochet and again 7 double crochets and a single, 7 double and a single. So your next is again going to be 7 double followed by a single. So you're going to continue like this, making these beautiful petals with single crochets in between until you get to the other side. So just to show you the last bit before the corner, I'm going to have to do the repeat one more time. I'm going to make 7 double crochets, that one went wrong, 2, so this is number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then again a single crochet in the next space, next chain 1 space. Now you have 1 V left, and in here you're again going to make 7 double crochets. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And now you're into your corner again, where you're going to make the double crochets, either the 6 or 9, depending on whether you're team A or team B, and then again 7 double crochets on the next stitch and a single crochet, and 7 double and a single. And this way you're going to go all the way around. You can see these lovely shells that you're making. So go all the way around and then close with a slip stitch on your first double crochet. Round 69, going to start in the center of your corner. I have here 6 double crochets. If you're on the other team, you'll have 9 here. You're going to go to the center stitch. So in my case, it's 1, 2, 3, the 4th stitch. That's the center, because I've got 3 on the left and 3 on the right. If you're on the other team, it'll be the 5th stitch, because then you'll have 4 on the left and 4 on the right. So either way, you choose the center stitch of your corner, so either 6 or 9 stitches. To the center stitch, you start with a standing, you go single crochet in that center stitch, chain 1, don't work this chain 1 too tight, just give it some room. And now we're going to make a V stitch of double crochets between the first 7 double crochets and your corner. So that's this space here. It's kind of a natural space there. It's not actually a chain 1 or anything, but in that space I'm going to make a double crochet, chain 1 and a double crochet in the same space. Like so. You can see how you've made a V-stitch there. Chain 1, and now we're making a single crochet in the center of these 7 double crochets. So that's going to be on stitch number 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, you're going to have 6 on this, oh sorry, 3 on this side, 3 on that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, single crochet, sorry, 1 single crochet, chain 1, and now we're going to make a V-stitch on this single crochet here between these 2 fans. So on that single crochet, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same single crochet stitch, like so. You see your V-stitch there. Again, chain 1, and then on top of the next fan in the center, again going to make single crochet. And this you're going to repeat basically until you get to the other side. Just move my work a little bit here. So that is chain 1 in the single crochet between the fans, make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch, then a chain 1 and a single crochet on top of the next fan, so that's in the 4th stitch, like so. You can see how you're forming your V stitches here beautifully in between these fans. Going to continue like this. When you get to the corner, you will of course still need to make 1 V in between here, and I'll just quickly show you how to do that when you get to the other side. So continue like this, work your next V, and then a single crochet and a V, and every time work it in the center, a single crochet on the center of this of your shell, so that will be the 1, 2, 3, 4th stitch. So almost to the other side. Need to make the single crochet still on top of the last shell, then chain 1 and a V between these 2 shells here on that single crochet, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, and then again on top of this, of these 7 double crochets here, so that's on 1, 2, 3 on the 4th stitch, make a single crochet. Now we're going to do the same we did on the other side. Chain 1, and between the chain 7 and the corner, so in that space there, work a V. So it's a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, like so, chain 1, and if you're on team A, you'll make in the 3rd, and in team B the 5th double crochet you're going to make a single crochet. It's going to be 1, 2, 3 stitches, make a single crochet, And now it's again chain 1 and a V between the corner and the next chain, so 7 double crochets. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and on top of that 7, so 1, 2, 3 on the 4th stitch, make a single crochet. Now you're again at the same point that you were. If you just pull a little bit, for example here, so now you're again going to start making the V stitches on these single crochets in between the shells. So I'm going to do that all the way around, and be mindful of these last 2 that you're making either side of the corner. Go all the way around, and when you get to the beginning, you of course will have a chain 1 and then close with a slip stitch on this first standing double crochet. Row 70, last row of around the bases. I'm currently in this first single crochet, this standing single crochet from the previous round. I'm going to do a chain 1 to bring me to the correct height, and then make a single crochet in that same stitch. Like so. And now in the next V, this chain 1 space here, make 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have to just cram them a little bit in there. 6 and 7 double crochets. On this single crochet that's on top of this petal here, again make a single crochet, and that is your first petal made. So what you're going to do is in every chain 1 space in the V, you're going to make 7 double crochets, and then on the single crochet you're going to make another single crochet. That's your repeat that you're doing. Let's get a bit more yarn here. So I'll show you once more. 7 double crochets in the chain 1 space in the V. 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then on the next single crochet again a single crochet. So you're going to continue like this, going all the way around, and when you get here you'll of course be making a petal in this last chain 1 space, and then close with a slip stitch on this first single crochet. So not on the chain 1 but on the actual single crochet. Continue by making 7 double crochets, single crochet, 7 double crochets, single crochet, and then go all the way around, and then we'll just take a moment to look at what we've made. When you've worked all your edges and you've worked away all your loose threads, you've completed your around the bases. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this journey as much as I have, and I also hope to see you again soon for a new project.